Ladies and gentlemen, I am your host, Dr. Jermaine Gordon. Welcome to the Lady Whistleblower Show. And to you, our esteemed whistlies, as your host, I am honored to have you join us here on OBC Radio Station and OBC Radio YouTube channel, where we fearlessly uncover the truth and shed light on important issues around our beloved island of Jamaica. Before we do so, allow me to welcome those of you who are joining us for the first time and kindly request that you like, share, and subscribe to our channel. We advise that you turn your notification on so you won't miss us as we're on. Last but not least, follow us on all our social media platforms and visit us on the World Wide Web at www.obcradio.com. Remember to download our app to your phone and stay updated. The app is free and easy to use. Always remember, a winner never quit because quitters never win. Today we are here and our topic that we want to talk about today as we continue to shed light on what's going on with the mass corruption in Jamaica. Stay with us as we go quickly for a break, and we will be right back. Welcome back. Welcome back. This is OBC Radio, Second Chances for the Forgotten Voices. This afternoon, we decide to continue to update you. Today is titled The Shadow of the Political Maneuvering and Criminal Investigation. The Lady Whistleblower Show has positioned itself as an unwavering observer and a commentator on the initiate and oft-times controversial Silvera murder case. The show tendency in keeping these issues in the public eye has been instrumental in both informing the populace and holding those in power accountable. The, ca- the case in question involved the tragic murder of Melissa Silvera, a crime that has not only shocked the nation, but has implicated several high-ranking members of the People's National Party, PNP. The spotlight has been cast on prominent political figures such as Peter Bunting, Kamala Harris, Forbes, Peter Bunting's wife, Mikhail Phillips, and party leader Mark Golding. What has emerged from the Lady Whistleblower show's coverage is a narrative of reports complicity and cover-up suggests that these individuals may have engaged in a cleanup operation at the murder scene. The severity of the accusation has been compounded by claims that new furniture was purchased and installed to replace items stained during the crime, and that efforts were made to dispose of potential evidence, including a refrigerator to evade detection of forensic trace. The credibility of the People's National Party members' account has been further called into question by Kamala Forbes, known colloquially as Right Mango, who was reported to be one of the first on the scene to assist with the cleanup. Her public statement, which claims she was present but that Mr. Silvera was absent, conveniently aligns with the story of Wayne Lonesome's, another PNP affiliate, therefore raising suspicions about a coordinated effort to mislead the investigation and safeguard the People's National Party's reputation ahead of the critical elections. The Silvera murder case, however, is only one chapter in a broader story of reported political corruption and questionable justice in Jamaica. The Lady Whistleblower show has also brought attention to the unsolved homicide that took place in the home of Patrick Bailey, Prime Minister Andrew Holness's attorney. The 2016 incident, which reportedly involved Minister Alonzo Terrelang and the DPP Fitz Bailey, remains shrouded in mystery due to the absence of arrest for conclusive investigation. A fact that has not gone unnoticed by the show of its audience. Adding to the controversy, it is an alarming situation at the 100-man police station where reports of inmate abuse and fatalities have emerged, contradicting official statements that downplay the events. The Lady Whistleblower show has been pivotal in challenging these narratives, emphasizing the discrepancy between the reported injuries, including multiple broken bones, and the government's ostensibly sanitized versions of events. The program's dodged pursuit of the truth in these cases has not gone without pushback. The Jamaican Gleaner, the government officials, and the police force have been accused of trying to mitigate the perceived damage by presenting a less troubling account of occurrences. Nonetheless, the Lady Whistleblower show persists, driven by a mission to expose potential corruption and collusion that may be play and demand justice for victims. The ongoing coverage of the Silvera murder case and related incident by the Lady Whistleblower show have sparked a national conversation about integrity, governance, and the rule of law in Jamaica. The reports of political figures engaging in questionable activities have not only cast a shadow over individual reputation, but also risk undermining public trust in the political system. We here at the Lady Whistleblower Show will continue to shed light on this matter. We continue to ask you kindly to stick with us as we go quickly for a break, and we'll be right back. This is the Lady Whistleblower Show on OBC Radio Station and OBC Radio YouTube channel with me, your host, Dr. Jermaine Gordon. Welcome back to the Lady Whistleblower Show with me, your host, Dr. Jermaine Gordon, on OBC Radio Station and OBC Radio YouTube channel, where we fearlessly uncover the truth. Now let's dissect and analyze what has been going on here. And remember, please download our app, OBC Radio. in your app store, from your app store or your Play Store. The app is free to use, and you can shout out at any given time or speak to any one of our DJs from across the world. Send shout out to your friends and family and make your song requests, and it will be played on OBC Radio, where we give second chances for the forgotten voices. What have we here? Because here at OBC Radio, we have been talking about this case. We have been following this case closely. In fact, we were the only one that was brave enough to speak factual truth to the public before Jolan Silvera was arrested. I, Dr. Gordon, on the Lady Whistleblower Show on OBC Radio and OBC Radio YouTube channel, exposed the fact that Jolan Silvera was indeed the murderer of Mrs. Silvera. This man have gone ahead and premeditate his wife murder. What were the motives? Here we are after Jolan Silvera pumped 3 shots in his sleeping wife's vagina. Hoping that the bullets which was used would have exploded when it get in contact with soft tissues. But here we are. An angel was in the midst, because what he had planned hoping that the bullets, the special bullets that was used to inflict not 1, 2, but 3 gunshot wounds in his wife's vagina. That same vagina that bring forth a child. Jolan Silvera, who is the chief and president of Mark Jefferson Golding, the opposition leader of the People's National Party, security personnel. So Jolan Silvera, after the death of Melissa Silvera, and we just want to give our condolence to the grieving family of Melissa Silvera, but we can't just leave this case as it is. Jolan Silvera pumped 3 gunshot wounds in the vagina of his wife while she was asleep. Just let that settle with you for a moment. A woman who was born 1980. In the 80s, I believe she born 1981. Young, fresh and green, has yet to live her life to a full potential. Married this culprit, where we have PNP, the People's National Party, members, including members of the Jamaica Labour Party, attend what was reported Love in Paradise, the nuptials, the beautiful vows. But through it all, Joel Silvera was planning the demise of Melissa Silvera. So the mother died, willed Melissa Silvera wealth. Here we are. Mr. Silvera pumped 3 shots in his wife's vagina while she was sleeping. And what he did, he called the cleanup crew. Who are the cleanup crew? We have Kamala Forbes, one of the first who was reported on the scene. Who is Kamala Forbes? A known propagandist for the People's National Party. Kamala Forbes, aka Julie Right Mango. Kamala Forbes, aka Right Mango. So here we are. Kamala Forbes came out publicly as the propagandist she is, because of course she's paid for such duty. She was doing her job. Thumbs up to Miss Forbes, who was doing her job that she got paid to do. Knowingly that she was at the murder scene, helping to clean up the murder scene, the blood. Here we have Kamala Forbes, aka Right Mango, a propagandist for the People's National Party, came out publicly and volunteer information to the public. What information she volunteered to the public? She came out to the public and let us know that she was there. There was a party of over 30 people. But the owner for the house wasn't there. Joel Silvera was not there. This is not allegations. This is what Right Mango, Kamala Forbes, came out to the public and stated. Now, while Kamala Forbes, who is known a propagandist for the People's National Party, came out and made that statement publicly, who else we know that made such statement? Let we sit back and think if there is anyone else possible that could have, would have made that statement, and what reason could it be that one would make such statement? I'm trying to think. Now let's think together. Now come on people, let's join force. I'm going in deep meditation. Could you join me as we do so? Oh, I remember. You ready for the name? Hold a sec. Wayne Lawson. Didn't Wayne Lawson came out and acknowledge what he said was factual information that Jorlan Silvera was never at the house on the night when his wife was murdered? On the night when Jorlan Silvera gun pump not one, not two, but 3 gunshot wound were in the vagina of his sleeping wife. Now, hundreds of people that follow Wayne Lawson reported that Mr. Lonesome information is factual and that Mr. Lonesome do his research and bring forth receipt. Let's give Mr. Lonesome a round of applause. He always bring forth receipts. Now I will give Mr. Lonesome, Wayne Lonesome, a round of applause for his factual receipts that he always bring a fund. Can we highlight a pattern here? What pattern are we highlighting? That Right Mango, who is a known propagandist for the People's National Party, PNP, Wayne Lawson, who has been accused on numerous occasions that he is also a propagandist for the People's National Party, PNP. What these two have in common? They both came out to the public with what they call factual information that Jorlan Silvera was not at his house when his gun Jorlan Silvera licensed firearm pumped 3 shots into Mrs. Silvera's vagina while she was asleep. Come on. I want you to understand that this is not a laughing matter. But based on those who were followers of the renegade that never frayed and said he always come out with his factual information and his receipts, I would like to ask, and the public at large would like to ask, if it is that the factual reports that has been out there, what are the factual reports? That this cocksucker lied that the lady died peacefully in her sleep. Wayne Lonesome lied. The renegade that not afraid lied that she died peacefully in her sleep, and that Mr. Silvera was never there. Mark Golding, the People's National Party leader, was the first one to came out and let the public know that Melissa Silvera has passed off peacefully in her sleep. And his condolence went out slowly to Joel Silvera, not to the family. However, he went to correct that. So after Mark Jefferson Golding went and corrected the condolence only to Joel Silvera and then to the family of Melissa Silvera, what we have here, Right Mango, Camilla Forbes, one of the first to reach on the murder scene, Mikhail Phillips, the president in the People's National Party, was also on the scene. Peter Bunting, who was such a coward but have his wife to do the dirty work, went to assist a friend because they all knew what was at hand. And to save face for the People's National Party in the upcoming general election, Peter Bunting's wife, who by the way is a woman, yes, I have to say it, because one would wonder, how is it possible that a woman would involve in something like this gruesome act? Let me tell you why. Because of the evilous husband, Peter Bunting, she has married to and known over the years. It was okay for her to do something like this. And she went there to assist. And while assisting, went to the refrigerator to gather some water. Couldn't stomach what was going on. And here goes blood stain on the fridge. So what she went ahead and did was replace the refrigerator. Bought a new refrigerator. Why? Because her print was on the fridge that was there. And to cover it up and to make sure nothing came out of it, she bought a new fridge. Not knowing that the unseen eyes has been watching. The unseen eyes have been watching. Oh yes, the unseen eyes. Make sure with all the cleanup that Mikhail Phillips went there and bought a new bed upon the request of Jolan Silvera. Because Jolan Silvera is the boss. Why is the boss? Because he is the president of the security team of the biggest man that they know. Who is the biggest man that they know? Weak, flimsy Jefferson Golding from a slave master family background, who walk around and speak patois on public platforms as if it is what he do or does on a regular basis. We see right through your fake ass. Now, as we go further, along, Mikhail Phillips and Peter Bunting wife bought furniture to replace while the others clean up the mess. Julie Mango came out and said the very same thing that Wayne Lawson said. Now, I'm just wondering if by any chance Wayne Lawson is more favoritism to the People's National Party than the Jamaican Labour Party. Because people said that Wayne Lawson is very fair and he split justice and he speak righteous and he's the only renegade that's not fair. Well, I'm not a renegade, but I'm a horse rider. And I split it in the middle, just like it is. Facts, fear, educate, to be informative, and to be the voice for the voiceless. We await the arrest of all individuals who have been implicated in this murder cover-up. We will not rest until each and every single individual implicated in this murder cover-up come out. And yes, we are going to continue to say murder cover-up because you all tried to cover up this murder. Miss Silvera wasn't supposed to get an autopsy. The special bullet that was used to pump in her vagina while she slept was calculated. Not expected that the fragment was going to go against what you know it should have done. There were spent shells. Not expecting that there should have been spent shells based on the type of bullet. And because there was spent shells, you went ahead and called your friends to change the barrel of the gun. And you all clean up blood. Change up everything. Put on a show. My God. For hours while the lady was there, with no consideration that the little child, the kids was there. Heartless, very. And then Deputy Commissioner Fitzbailey came out, went on Nationwide FM with Cliff Hughes and stated that there's no corruption. This was day before the arrest. So I know it's not up to you, Deputy Commissioner Fitzbailey, that made the arrest. It's bigger than you, because you are known to cover up crime, especially when it have to do with those in your close circle and member of the police force. What are we talking about? Police Officer Maitland, we have heard nothing about him attending court. He's sitting down enjoying taxpayers' money, while Donnelly Donaldson, parents still grieving, have yet to bury the child. While one of your police officer who has been arrested has been sitting down, and we don't hear of him going to court. So we know you love covering up. The very same way, speaking of covering up, Patrick Bailey house, DPP, Commissioner of Police Fitzbailey, I challenge you to put a gag order on me, or a cease and desist letter on me, if what I'm saying is libelous. Because you was at Patrick Bailey house 2016 along with Minister Orlando Terrelong, who pumped the first shot in Jeremy Jr. on the night of the murder, when Patrick Bailey, Andrew Olney's former attorney, claimed to say that he was in the house and didn't heard nothing. Multiple gunshot wound, multiple stab wound, and you just woke up and found it. I can tell you that it's bullshit, and I can assure the public that that is a lie. And no one has been yet to be arrested and charged for a 2016 murder. Why? Because the Prime Minister attorney is implicated. The Prime Minister attorney daughter, in the gay community you call the ones them like Terrelong daughter, Patrick Bailey's daughter, is also implicated. There was a young man from Terrelong constituency that was also there, that started put on the stabs. Many of you, not many of you, but just for you who state that I've left Jamaica 2009 and haven't gone back since. So therefore I can't have credible information. I stated first, without alleged term, that Jolan Silvera murdered his wife, didn't I? Or didn't I not? What we have here now, where is Jolan Silvera? What's going on? So while you sit there and try to cover up, to save face for the People's National Party, yes, we understand that Andrew Holness has to go and must go but not under the sacrifice of killing a female and leaving her kids motherless, while you sit here and ask us to vote for you because you gonna do better. You sick my stomach. And trust and believe, I have a very strong stomach. OBC Radio, this is the Lady Whistleblower Show with your host, Dr. Jermaine Gordon, where we will continue fearlessly to uncover the truth. Continue to stay with us as we go on a quick break and come back. Remember, download our app from your App Store and your Play Store, OBC Radio, or ask Alexa to play OBC Radio. Stream us on the World Wide Web. The Lady Whistleblower podcast is on all platform podcasts is available on. Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Podcasts, iHeartRadio, wherever you can find a podcast. Type in Lady Whistleblower Show and continue to tune in to us. OBC Radio, second chances for the forgotten voices. Thank you for sticking with us here on the Lady Whistleblower Show. I'm your host, Dr. Gordon, as we continue to speak out for the voiceless. Now, as we continue, there have yet to be an arrest in the murder case that took place in 2016 at Patrick Bailey's house. So while we are here making arrests, and we commend you on making an arrest and looking forward for multiple other arrests in Joel and Silvera, in Melissa Silvera's case. We beseech that you also make an arrest in the Patrick Bailey's case, the Prime Minister's former attorney. As we move right along in our last 15 minutes, in recent reports from the Jamaica Gleaner and the Star on the 24th of January 2024, that there was a possible plot for inmates at the 101-man police station in Portmore, Jamaica, St. Catherine, Jamaica, was trying to escape. And there were reports from the Gleaner and the Star and the ranking member, senior ranking member of the police force, that there were no harm to the inmates. The only damage was the cell. However, here on the Lady Whistleblower Show, we have exposed that that was a lie. We have exposed that not only that was a lie, that there was not just harm, but there was serious bodily injury where inmates have broken bones, fractured bones, rib cage fracture. They were tear gassed. And on top of it all, there was death. We exposed that. We brought it to a front. So we would like to ask the MP for that constituency, the Minister of Security, who has been hiding from the United States government, but until they're ready for your ass. Who is the Deputy Prime Minister? But yet still we have Andrew Holness running around when it should be the Deputy Prime Minister doing those work, because he's supposed to be doing stuff, yeah? Yet to say nothing. There are multiple police officers that implicate in corruption. Daniel Roberts, who kidnapped female dancer Stephanie Williams, aka Medic. This is known factor. DPP Commissioner of Police Fitz Bailey had asked for the public assistance. Daniel Roberts' brother called in and confirmed that the photograph, the man in question, was indeed a police officer at the Denham Town police station. Yet still there have been no arrest. While we sit back Miss Dion Jackson Miller, I'm asking for you to step out, step forward. Let this not be political. Bring back the Lindy de la Pena, the Dennis Hall, the Barbara Gludon, the Mutty Perkins, the Winston Babatunde Whitaker. The journalistic community in Jamaica is all under the umbrella in the pocket of the government. I am asking for you to bring back old-time journalistic remedies to a front, where journalists should be holding government officials who have been elected to serve accountable for their actions and bring it to the public. We as journalists not supposed to be covering up to show party's face. Hence the reason why Jamaica is as it is today. For over 80 years, the Jamaica Labour Party and the People's National Party mostly has brought Jamaica to what it is today. It's the People's National Party mostly and the Jamaican Labour Party worstly have taken us into the time where we are today. Hence the reason we have a call to action movement amongst the diaspora. The first time in history where we have the diaspora demonstrating on the mass corruption that's going on in Jamaica. We have the UK ambassador to Jamaica, the United States ambassador to Jamaica, speaking out about the same thing. Yet still these elected officials seems to cast a blind eye to the information and reports that are out there, because even though Terror Long need to be investigated for the murder cover-up, the 2016 murder cover-up in Patrick Bailey's house, he is under investigation by FARA for breaking FARA policy. This is the same man that's coming out telling people that they should invest in Jamaica because everything is spooky clean in Jamaica. We should invest in Jamaica while Andrew Holness, the Prime Minister, invested in SSL, and immediately after he withdrew all his funding from an investment firm, the investment firm went down. over $3 billion was stolen from that investment firm. Dr. Nigel Clark lied that there were FBI agents involved in that investigation. But while Andrew Holness was away on a public platform for all to see, coincidentally, SSL firm that the FBI have been investigated was broken into on the night when Andrew Holness was away from the island and sitting on a public platform for all to see. Coincidentally, 5 laptops were stolen from SSL. A place where we're hearing that Dr. Nigel Clark told us that FBI agent is a part of the investigation. This is pissing on our feet and call it's raining. But we should invest in Jamaica. NCB, we would say the biggest bank, the financial institute in Jamaica. Over 8 clients, over 8 customers have reported missing over $4 million from their account. Since the bank started stealing from us? Or since Andrew Holness can steal from SSL? Since Nigel Clark and Audley Shaw can steal from SSL and get away with it? While we have an opposition leader who see all these things and everybody in the world crying out, but they are silenced. Why? Because of the corruption that's going on. They know about it. And for those of you who continue to victimize and play Philip Paulwell as victim, y'all need to have several seats. Because Dr. Philip Paulwell is no saint. Dr. Philip Paulwell, when you all try to make it seems like, oh, he's a man of accountability and he's a man of respect and he can't mash hands. Have several seats. Dr. Philip Paulwell, who you trying to say he's so innocent and don't hate nobody, have not just man but woman cheating with while he's a married man in the public eye. It's not just 1 but 2, 3 but 4 females who have been in this cobweb around one man. Lives has been lost, and you try to come here and say he's innocent? Stop it. We see you also as a propagandist for that side of the fence. Yes. While we commend the arrest of Jolan Silveira, we are also beseeching and will not stop. We want an arrest in the murder, the 2016 murder with Patrick Bailey, Terralong, and DPP, Fitz Bailey. We also want to see the others in the People's National Party be arrested. And as these information has been brought forward, we look to you, the resident of Jamaica, the citizens of Jamaica, and to ask, what are we as a people gonna do? Many of us first time, second time, third time voters, many of us are culprit for the down spiral the country has been going. What are we going to do? When you go to the poll, make sure you don't vote because your mother was a PNP or your father was a JLP or the community that you live in is a PNP or a JLP, but vote only for the policy that each individual stand on and for the betterment of Jamaica. This is the Lady Whistleblower Show, with me, your host, Dr. Jermaine Gordon, and we are out. We thank you for tuning in. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. And always remember, a winner never quit because quitters never win. Our app is available in both the app and the Play Store. Or you can ask Alexa to play OBC Radio. Chat with any one of our DJs. Send your song requests. Shout out to your friends and family. We have 59 countries around the world locked in to OBC radio station. Come and be a part of us. That's over 28% of the world population. We are pleased to give second chances for the forgotten voices. We thank you.